What is up, guys? New tech begins here. I hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to install a Mojave the beta release 10.14 onto the SSD. This can be any SSD which has free space or a different partition. I don't recommend to install it on the existing configuration working environment, but just install it, for example, on an external SSD. So what we will need is a source and a destination drive. As source, I'm using here the USB, which is 16 gigabytes, and the destination, I'm using an external SSD of 120 gigabytes. So what we want to do first is to go ahead and download the public beta or developer utility, which is this one right here. Just copy and paste the link which I put in the video description below. Okay, that will bring you here. From here you can sign in. If you are not a member yet, you can sign up. And as you can see, Mojave is already out. This beta version, I can have a quick look what it is all about. And that will bring you to the guide for public betas. And from here you can just click on enroll your Mac. Just follow the instructions. Make a backup if you want to make a backup. Enroll your Mac, download the macOS public beta access utility. Just go ahead and download that and put it on the desktop. So once we have the utility on the desktop, just download it, follow instructions. You want to double click this file here, click on continue, agree, and install it on your Mac. Going to do that, enter your extremely secure password, and that will bring you to this screen here. And as you can see, macOS Mojave, simply powerful. From here you can download the beta version. Just go ahead and download the file. Already did that. Once it is downloaded, go ahead and check in the applications folder that macOS 10.14 has been downloaded, which is the case. So after we have downloaded the Mojave beta, we are going to the Spotlight search. I'm going to type in disk, hit enter on DiskUtility, and we are going to prepare the two disks, the source and the destination. So we will begin with the source, just a 16 gig USB drive, and just click on erase. We will call this, very important, USB. Don't call it something else, because otherwise the script will not work. So just simple USB, and click on erase.
A few moments later.
Alright, and as you can see, it will create USB. Just hit on done, and now we continue with the destination, which is the SSD 120 gigabyte. And also here we are going to do erase. Be sure to choose OSX extended and guide partition map, and we call this puppy Mojave, just like that, and click on erase.
A few moments later.
As you can see, our Mojave external disk, which is fantastic. Alright, let's go ahead and check the next step. You want to be sure to download also the latest Clover. And that is very important. Go ahead, copy and paste the link. The latest release if I go here to releases, you can see that this one is the R4532. It's just been released 11 hours ago, and yeah, I had here one from last day which was 4525, so I'm going to put this into a backup. After we download, be sure that it's in applications. We downloaded the latest Clover, prepare the USB and SSD for source and destination, name the USB to USB, name the SSD to Mojave, copy and paste this command in terminal to create a Mojave USB drive. Okay, so just copy this part here, open up the terminal by going to Launchpad, and in other, and then here. Alright, let's put this a little bit bigger so it will fit on the screen. And just go ahead and paste the command and then hit enter. Enter your extremely secure password. And to continue, we need to erase the volume at volumes USB. If you wish to continue, type Y, then press return. Okay, let's type Y and enter.
A few moments later.
Alright, after we have made the disk, it will say install macOS 10.14 beta, as you can see right here. Alright, we will close this terminal window and then we proceed with the next step, which will be install Clover and choose the USB and install the legacy version. Follow the instructions example, but choose the correct options according to your PC configuration. Yeah, so that is very important. You need to make a list with all the hardware which you are using so that you know what to choose. If you go to the search and you type in Spotlight search and you type in Spotlight search info, it will give you system information, and here you can see what your system has. Alright, so when you have made this, we go to the next step. And the next step, let me just check here in the list. Install Clover. Go ahead and install it. Just double click it to continue. And here comes the tricky part. Change install location. You want to scroll down and you want to click on macOS, which is our USB stick which we just created, and then you want to click on continue, and then you want to click on customize, and here we are going to choose a legacy. If your motherboard supports UEFI, go ahead and try UEFI, and otherwise go with this option here to be sure that it will be installed. And bootloader, we will choose install boot 0AF in the master boot record, which is the most important part of your SSD. Boot 0SS can be handy if you got also Windows, but I recommend to use this one, the boot 0AF. Then this one here is the Clover AV64-bit SATA. Be sure that's also activated. Themes is not really necessary, it's just the aesthetic look when you boot with the bootloader. And here you can see we got UEFI installed, but we want to disable that because we want only the legacy. Also the Apple file system, you can choose one of those two, not both. Let's choose this one, the patched one, and try that one, which is compatible with Mojave. This is what you need to choose. So let's go ahead and let's click on install. Enter your extremely secure password. And wait a few seconds.
A few moments later.
What you want to do now comes the tricky part. We want to insert the old unibeast drive, and this unibeast drive has the old configuration of your working Hackintosh. So go ahead and let's insert the old unibeast drive. And as you can see here, this opens up my version I'm using now is ElCapitan. And what we're going to do, going to open the Clover configurator, going to install the latest update. Then we're going to mount the EFI, and as you can see here, unibeast, just click on mount partition. And then open the partition of unibeast. Yeah. And go ahead and copy and paste it in a directory which I call AV backup ElCapitan, which is the version I'm using now. Just copy and paste it right here. There you go, so I have a backup. And of course you also want to copy and paste it into the USB disk which you created before. What we want to do now, we have here the EFI of the unibeast. We wanted to copy and paste the text files, which are these ones here. I'm going to copy and paste them into our newly created USB disk, text 10.14, which is Mojave. You also want to paste them in other, just to be sure. Alright, let me just check here. APFS is installed, the patched one. Okay, let's try this one. Alright. Okay, the last thing you want to do on the disk is to go ahead and copy the config playlist from the old configuration, from the working one, and we want to copy it into our USB disk by going to Clover configuration, mount AV, and here's our disk. Mount partition and open up the partition. And you want to go ahead to AV Clover. I want to go to config playlist. This one move to trash, and we want to paste the one which we copied. If we open it up, we will see that our device is 102 Radeon card, 4 gigs of video memory. Alright, can try to go to the embedded to choose a Tony Mac. I hope that this will be saved. Just by clicking here, save. Alright, close this thing up. Permanent version storage. Okay, well, okay. Okay. There you go. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna eject Mojave, and we're gonna eject also the USB stick. Eject all.
A few moments later.
So what we're going to do next is to go ahead and let's start the installation. Let's reboot the system.
12 seconds later. Years later.
Okay, so once we are in here, we are going to reformat our 120 gig drive. Let's go ahead and erase it and choose macOS Extended. Could also change it to APFS, but it will convert it automatically, so we leave macOS Extended, join it and erase.
1 hour later.
Alright, it will reboot multiple times, but just go ahead and choose again boot macOS install from Mojave and press enter.
Hours later.
this. App Store. Dates. Play. Oh, looks nice. Alright, and here we have our Mojave version 10.14 beta installed. That concludes this video for today. I hope it was helpful for you. Please leave a like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. For now, I wish you a wonderful day. Stay well. Peace out.